Hello Southies, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, my name is Cece and today we're watching episode 2 of my Frozen Hearts Let's Play, a vampire Let's Play, and we are back here at John and Angelique's house. It's been a couple of days since Angelique first woke up and found out that she is now a vampire. So she was not having the best time dealing with the idea at first. She and John, who's sitting in the back right there, were not really getting along very well because you can tell that John means well, but he kind of comes off as really gruff and kind of mean. And Angelique's not used to that. She's used to people being extremely kind and delicate with her, especially when she had cancer. And so someone like John, who kind of barks at her all the time and sort of tells her what to do, is really difficult. But John is in here. He's actually on his computer. He's taken some time to get on his computer. He has not let Angelique know he even has one. But he is an art dealer, and so he provides private art pieces for collectors. He also owns an art supply store in Brindleton Bay, though he does not actually physically work there during the day. He'll go by at night. He might paint, he'll restock, that kind of thing. He does have employees that work for him. Yeah, so he is setting up some appointments, and then he is also an artist himself. He doesn't really sell his pieces too often, but he used to back when he lived with Roderick and the rest of his vampire house. One of his sort of ways that he would get money for the house would be to counterfeit art and counterfeit documents. So he's really into calligraphy, that kind of thing. And that was kind of what he did to sort of earn his keep in the house. And of course, I think Roderick really valued that skill, but now that he's on the straight and narrow, he doesn't do that anymore. But it's about 11 a.m. He's probably not going to stay up for too much longer. He's kind of been staying up with Angelique, who's having real trouble just sleeping during the day. She's just not used to it. It doesn't appear that she is thirsty, but the couple times that she's drank plasma, Angelique has had some real issues with it. It's really creepy to her. She's not into it at all. Let's see, she wants to meet another vampire. She wants to meet anybody. She wants a job. She wants all those things that John doesn't seem to want her to do. John did contact Roderick, his maker, a few days ago. Amelia came by. He hasn't heard anything back about what's going to happen or what's going on, so he's still waiting for that. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll wait till night, because it's a rainy day. Even if she could go outside, it's not a day to go outside. And maybe Angelique will try to convince John to take her somewhere, because right now she feels a little bit under house arrest, even though John has made it perfectly clear he's not forcing her. He's just very strongly suggested she doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so it's about 4, almost 5 in the afternoon, and one thing you'll notice about John, that it takes a lot to quench his thirst. He just kind of has an issue with it. It's one of his weaknesses. He is a sloppy drinker. The problem is that he no longer drinks from human sims anymore. So it takes him just an extremely long time to satisfy his thirst. He's been drinking plasma all day. Or he drinks plasma all day, wakes up, drinks it, goes back to sleep. So he had his little afternoon snack, and so he's gonna go back to sleep. And Angelique has not asked him. She gets kind of clammed up when he's around. She just is always expecting an argument. So she's going to need a little bit more courage to ask him if they can go somewhere. So hopefully that's a possibility. Let's see. Angelique is now a minor vampire. She has started the ascent to the unhallowed rank of Grandmaster Vampire. Keep using powers, researching vampires, and talking to other vampires to earn more vampire experience. Let's see. Angelique read the talented vampires can turn other Sims to vampires. A mortal Sim can even ask a vampire to turn them, provided they know the vampire well enough. Okay, so she's learning a lot. And it's very interesting to her that John turned her when she didn't really know who he was or didn't know anything about him. So that's very interesting to her. She definitely will have some questions about that later. Let's see. She's not, her thirst is going down. I think she's still resisting the idea of drinking. Let's see. She's discovered plasma, or is learning a bit more about plasma. Okay. So John is awake again, and I think even he's getting a little sick and tired of being in this house. So I think what he's going to do, he knows that Angelique is just itching to leave. It's still raining, but I think what he's going to do is he's going to call Mela. They're sort of their buffer, and he's going to take her to the local spellcasters bar just to get her out of the house. Okay, so we are here at a spellcasters bar that I downloaded off the gallery. I will try to link it in the description below. It's really cool. But let's go inside. Let's grab... Well, first off, John is going to go and grab a drink because he's tired. He's had a very stressful few days. And I'm going to have Angelique come in and just sort of sit down. Looks like Mela went to the bathroom. Hopefully she will come out soon so that Mela has someone to sort of talk to, because John doesn't really talk to her that much. Angelique is talking to Mela. Let's have them sit down. I wanted them to sit down and chat. All right, so this is another thing that's kind of getting on Angelique's nerves. Every once in a while she does this weird thing where she just starts wigging out. But let's talk about Glimmerbrook. Let's ask Mela, what is Glimmerbrook? And she's just explaining to Angelique that Glimmerbrook is a spellcaster's community. It's where spellcasters live. No other beings live here aside from John and her, and nobody in town really likes John simply because he's a vampire, which is confusing to Mela, or is confusing to Angelique, I should say. And so, yeah, like this guy's like, why don't you just go back to your vampire home? Mela is explaining to Angelique about kind of the quote-unquote war that's been going on between spellcasters and vampires for several hundred years, and essentially spellcasters believe that there is a natural order to everything. You are born, you live, and you die, and to break from that sort of order of things, it goes against everything that they are. And so for a lot of spellcasters, vampires are just wrong. There used to be a big thing about killing vampires off. Now that they're a little bit more civilized, they don't really worry about vampires. Vampires are there in the background. They just try not to deal with them. And so for John, if I can find him, for him being here, I think he's been here for so long that people in town are they're used to him, but they don't like him. So he's just getting some plasma Jane. It's a drink that the owner serves because there are quite a few vampires that come through Glimmerbrook. No one stays here. But let's see. Let's check out. It looks like Angelique is feeling thirsty, but again, she is going to totally reject that idea. It looks like Mela has come and sat by John. Probably gonna say, what are you doing? She doesn't know anything about anything. Are you not teaching her anything? Like, I've been giving her all the books to read. Like, what more am I supposed to do? Like, I'm giving her everything that she needs to know. It's like, John, you need to be training her. She is your vampire. She's essentially your offspring. Like, you have her cooped up in that house and you're not teaching her anything. It's like, okay, I'm teaching her the best that I can. I'm doing the best I can. I've never done this before. That's why I got contact with Roderick. Like, calm down, okay? I'm trying my hardest. And Angelique, I think, is just happy to be anywhere but the house. And I think while John and Mela are distracted, I'm going to have her come over here and order some food because she misses food. She misses it so much. She misses the taste of it, and she doesn't want to drink plasma anymore. It's not that it's bad. I mean, it's okay, but she's tired of it. Okay, and so Angelique has got herself some meat and cheese. She's gonna eat it. She's like, I'm so excited. Let's see what it does, because John keeps telling her that human food is going to make her sick, but so far she seems to be okay. However, John is dazed. He is dazed. He is drunk, and this is about the time where people start to get really annoyed by him. He's kind of rude when he's drunk, so he's gonna make some probably incredibly rude comments to these strangers. All right, let's see. She's fine. It looks like she thought that was pretty tasty. Let's see, is it affecting her anyway? It's not affecting her thirst. She's still hungry, but now John's kind of hovering over that meat and cheese platter, so she's not gonna go anywhere near it. Let's see, let's have John take his drink over here. Okay, so John is dazed. He's been drinking a lot. Let's have him sit down again. When he's drunk, he's a bit rude, so he is just kind of he's not gonna be like super mean. He's just gonna be a little bit jerky to Angelique right now. He's like, you know nothing about being a vampire. And Angelique's like, yeah, you're not teaching me anything. Like, you're never gonna learn. You're never gonna make it. I don't even know why you're even worried about it. Like, I never should have changed you. I should have just walked away when I had the chance. I should have never let your dad convince me to change you. And of course, this is perking Angelique's ears up a little bit. She's like, well, I'm sorry, what was that about my dad? Like, he's like, your dad is the worst. He is just trash, and I can't believe I am one of the most powerful vampires that I know. I could have taken him easy. And that's really all he's saying. She wants to know more, especially about what's going on and why he was able to be convinced to change him. But John's tight-lipped. Let's see, it's almost 5 a.m. John, I'm sure he's thirsty and ready to go. He knows that the sun is coming up. So let's go ahead. Let's go home. Okay, so it is very early in the morning. John is grabbing himself a plasma pack. Even though he's drunk, I'm pretty sure he has told Angelique that she probably needs to go ahead and grab her one as well. But he is going off to bed. It is bed with you, sir. And Angelique's gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll get some plasma. Meanwhile, she's not going to get any. Again, it grosses her out. She doesn't want to do it, but she is starting to feel thirsty. So she's gonna hop in and let's take a bath just to kind of relax her a little bit, because she is feeling a little off. Her energy level is still really high. During incubation, I think she's just sort of really settled. But yeah, that thirst is coming on, and is coming on strong. All right, Angelique is done with her bath. That didn't really seem to help. So let's come over here. Let her get a drink of water. Maybe that will help sort of make her feel full, and she's not going to want to drink any plasma. Again, and she's starting to kind of freak out a little bit. She's having these weird moments. Well, the water is energizing her, so she feels a little better. So let's go again, bored out of her mind, nothing really to do. Let's go practice some piano. She's just right now, she's just trying to keep her mind off the fact that she is essentially starving at this point. She is extremely thirsty, which John would know a lot about. It takes, like I said, it takes a lot for him to feel satisfied, because that's a weakness of his. He could drink a person dry. He could drain a person dry, kill a person, and he has several times. And so he gets it, but Angelique's not going to confide in him, and he is not really telling her anything. So they're kind of at this weird impasse right now. Okay, so Angelique is desperate. She is in here dancing, just trying to keep her mind off the fact that she is so thirsty. She does not want to drink at all any plasma whatsoever. John is feeling tense. He is trying to get over this plasma Jane hangover that he acquired after just pounding, plasma Jane, which is basically just blood soaked in vodka, and he is just kind of, it's hitting him hard. Let's have him do some work, pull out his computer. He's going to browse for some art, because he needs to fill some orders for some clients. Okay, so nothing that Angelique is doing is working. She's played the piano. She's danced a little bit. She's drank some water. She's feeling energized, but she's not feeling quenched. So let's maybe if we take a nap. It'll make us feel better. So let's come upstairs. Let's sleep. She's not tired, but she's like, oh, if I lose sleep, maybe it'll go away. John is blissfully unaware. His hangover is over. He's feeling inspired. He's got some great finds. He knows that he needs to grab himself, I think he has a personal stash, grab himself some plasma, because it's really hard for him to keep his thirst under control. Meanwhile, Angelique is just up here getting thirstier and thirstier. Okay, Angelique is awake. She is still very thirsty, and it is starting to get out of control. She's having a difficult time. I think what she might do is she might call Mayla, text Mayla, or chat with Mayla, see what Mayla says. Like, I'm feeling thirsty. What should I do? And Mayla's probably like, you should drink plasma. I can't do it. I can't drink that stuff. It's not good. It's just, I need a human food. I just need to eat like a normal person. Like, you can't eat. Mayla is like, you can't eat like a normal person. You're not a normal person anymore. And so she just hung up the phone on Mayla because Mayla's not providing her the answers that she's seeking. Let's have her go back downstairs. She's still, again, trying to keep her mind off things. Okay, so John has been working all afternoon. He's feeling thirsty, so he, of course, is going to get in here and grab himself some plasma. And I think he's going to grab, oh, he already has a couple in his inventory. He's going to grab one for Angelique too, you know, trying to be nice, trying to be civil, trying to do right by her. Let's go ahead and give her one. Like, look, he's even sitting down near her, like, here's some plasma, have some. And she's like, no, I don't. I already drank some. I'll drink it later. And John, I think, is starting to realize he hasn't actually seen her drink any plasma. He hasn't seen her drink any plasma all day. And the last couple of days, he hasn't seen her drink any plasma. And of course, that is worrying him. So he's going to confront her and just be like, hey, confront her, like, hey, are you drinking your plasma? The plasma packs that I told you to drink, have you been drinking it? And of course he comes off as gruff and mean about it, like, have you drank? And she's like, yes, I drank some. Like, are you sure that you've been drinking the plasma packs like you're supposed to? Like, yes, I have. And she's just like, yes, I have. I have been drinking it. Get off my back. I'm doing what you're told me to. And just as she says this, something is happening to Angelique that she cannot control. It's overwhelming her. She's freaking out, and she's in her dark form. This is the first time she's been in her dark form. And of course, John knows one of the main reasons why is because she hasn't been drinking plasma. And so he is being very mean to her. Like, you have to drink it. Don't you understand? You will die of thirst. Drink the plasma packs that I gave you. And she's angry. She's extremely angry. But she's going to do what he has asked her to do because she's also extremely thirsty and she can't take it anymore. So she's drinking. She's starting to feel better. She's going to drink the other one. Oh, she's starting to feel a little bit better. Look, her thirst is disappearing. Oh, she's feeling a lot better. Let's go to the refrigerator. She wants some more. It tastes amazing. So she's out of here. She is going to the kitchen, to the refrigerator to get some more plasma because this stuff is actually extremely good. She feels so much better. She feels less irritated, and oh goodness, that is hella better. Okay, and now that she has drank plasma, she feels better and she is back in her normal form. But she's kind of fallen out of favor with John even further, which I think is just really upsetting to her. She wants to go, let's go upstairs. Let's go to your room. She wants nothing to do with John right now. Let's see if she can kind of psych herself up in the mirror, try to calm herself down. Something that she has noticed. She no longer has a reflection. She's actually going to go and cry it out in the coffin. This is the first time she's been in the coffin since she came out of it. And yeah, baby girl's not happy. And so I think what I'll do is I will have John call Amelia, because now things are looking dire. Angelique's not drinking plasma like she's supposed to, and he doesn't know what to do anymore. And so Amelia is telling him that tomorrow is the blood moon, and it is sort of a holiday for vampires. Roderick is hosting a dinner. He needs to come and he needs to bring Angelique with him. That is an order, not a request. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this part here with Roderick now kind of thinking about, John thinking about, Roderick wants to see me. He wants to see Angelique. I have no idea what is going to happen, what he's going to do. Like, look, he's just not having it. And poor baby girl is still up here feeling super depressed. She doesn't know how she changed into her dark form, doesn't know if she can do it again, but she is just trying to drink this plasma because she is realizing that it made her feel a heck of a lot better. But again, I'm going to end this part here. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by way of pressing the like button. Comment down below, what do you think of this part? What do you think about the series so far? And if you haven't already and you want to see more content from me, please subscribe. I try to post every single week, and I would love to have you be a part of the Southie family. As always, my name is Cece, and I promise never to break your game. Bye.